Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. Great article from Business Wire. I'll leave a link to it in the description so you guys can check it out. So now that the initial announcement is out the way, the big question is why? Why did T-Mobile buy this company? Why are they doing it? So we have a lot to unpack on this announcement. So for those of you who may be new to this video, T-Mobile to acquire Vistar Media, fueling better ad experiences for customers and more effective products for advertisers. So T-Mobile is in the last innings, so to speak, when it comes to coverage parity and building out the coverage. I've said many times, and I've seen it, right? They have about another 18 to 24 months of building to get their coverage closer and closer and closer to the competitors, right? To where there's only like a small gap left between the competition. And then using Starlink, perhaps, right, you can even fill in some of the other gaps as well. And it may only be texting at first, but eventually, hoping they can get the approval, it'll have some data and then we'll see how that performs. And that'll close the gap even further. And I think that's what T-Mobile is looking at, right? They want to match the perception with the reality. So with this deal, right now that we're in the digital age, T-Mobile is going to get in front of as many screens as possible. But also with this deal, T-Mobile is diversifying their business. Wireless is good, it's their bread and butter, but they know they have to start diversifying the portfolio and start making some money elsewhere. Right, home internet is a part of that, and they're doing that with FWA. They're doing it with fiber, but now you diversify some more wherever you can, and start creating billion-dollar revenues through other outlets. Right, and a big part of that, I've talked about this, is T-Life. T-Life is a screen for other ads to advertise on the app, and when you move everything into one app, as I've stated before, you're creating a volume of traffic through an app that the customer essentially is just going to perhaps to check their bill or to check T-Mobile Tuesdays, right? But it's showing all that traffic going to one app. So that's going to look very attractive to partners. And with this deal, guess what? T-Mobile is going to gain more partners. Vistar has a lot of people advertising on their platform, so they have the contacts. And sometimes in business, right, for those of you who have startups and small business, it's all about contacts, and it's not what you know, it's who you know, right? So in this case, T-Mobile is gaining another business partner that has more business partners, and T-Mobile can reach out to them and say, hey, look, this is our traffic on T-Life. Do you want to advertise? So there's more money coming to, T-Mobile's advertising solutions. That's a whole nother section in the business that, as I've said, they're diversifying. So that's going to lead to a lot more screens for T-Mobile, right? As I said, they're looking to match reality with perception. There's still a perception out there that T-Mobile is not quite there, that they still lag behind, right? And T-Mobile is trying to close that, even though that's still the case. But for many consumers, T-Mobile now has built out in the area, and the network is better than it was 10 years ago. So they want to get those consumers at least to look their way, where they can say, okay, we've done enough build outs. We can now compete effectively in this market. We now have the right to win, as they call it. And they build out additional towers. They put up stores, and that's how T-Mobile has been competing. They've been competing at a gradual pace. It's not just all over the place. It's not unorganized. It's we go here, we build, we add stores, and we grow. And they've been doing that, right, section by section. And that's when they created the small market rural area section in the business. And they've been growing that steadily since about 2021. So, like I said, there's a lot to unpack still moving forward, right? Maybe we get some additional information from T-Mobile on this, because $600 million you spent on this, right? So This is no longer a hobby, so to speak. You're really invested in this platform, and you're really looking to grow and make ROI. You have to make a return on the investment. That's what investors are going to look for. So I don't know if T-Mobile is going to speak out additionally after the fact. This is set to close in Q1. I think this gets done very quickly. I don't think it's going to be a lot of pushback from anyone. And then, we will see how T-Mobile is going to attack this, right? It's something that they've been good at for years, the marketing and doing it very effectively. They've gotten people to think that the network was better, like 10 years ago than it actually was, like punching above their weight, as they called it. And they started growing exponentially and at big numbers. But now, for the most part, right, the network is actually starting to become what T-Mobile said it was about 10 years ago. It's starting to get there. You can see it slowly but surely on the root metrics. If you look at the metro level, they're winning more and more and more and more markets, actually quite a bit more in the first half of 2024. They're starting to slowly win some states, so they're getting better. And that's all you can wish for and hope for, that they're getting better, right? You pay your monthly bill, T-Mobile puts that money back into the network, and then all you as a consumer can hope for is that they grow the network and that it gets better. But for the most part, it is getting better and better and better each and every year, right? This year is a new year, 2025. By the end of it, T-Mobile's network will be bigger and better. 2026, the same. 2027, the same. So as they continue to invest, they're going to make these types of business moves. We saw US Cellular, we saw fiber. Now we're seeing the ad division getting some additional, getting an additional push. So it's really anybody's guess what T-Mobile does next. The leadership team you should have confidence in because they've taken the business in the right direction and they continue to make plays to benefit the company. So let me know your take in the comments. Is this a super huge deal? 600 million. It's for T-Mobile, it's a drop in the bucket if you compare it to their free cash flow. But like I said, it's enough where you'd have to say it's no longer considered a hobby, so to speak, right? It's not like they just put $1 million towards. I mean, this is $600 million. This is $400 million away from being $1 billion. So, but let me know your thoughts in the comments. We'll discuss this some more throughout the week, and perhaps if we get some more information from T-Mobile directly. Let us know your thoughts. Like, share, subscribe. See y'all in the next one. Peace.